with it. Let's get your foam roller and let's get started. Sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. We're a lot of rolling, aren't we? rolling your shoulders backwards, so I'm going up and back. Take advantage of opportunity to inhale and exhale so that you're immediately applying the Pilates breath, integrating the breathing with some movement. I'm going to pause with my shoulders down and place my fingertips on top and nod my head down. As the head nods down and you push the roller, you're going to push all the way out until your forearms are sitting on top of the roller. Then come back. And as you come back, your roller is cooperating and you'll arrive seated nice and tall. And repeat. This is a simple spine warm-up using the roller. You're just pushing forward, 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 forward. And then come on back. Each vertebrae, one vertebrae, and your head is the last thing to arrive. Now I'm going to take my roller to the side and the same. If you turn your hands palm up, your roller will roll and we are bending sideways. Oh, my sides are stiff. Same side again. Your foam roller will roll much more easily than mine, which is a little stubborn. And return. We'll go one more time here, coming up and over. As you know, when we rotate the spine, pull your belly back. Move your roller enough that you can push-pull your roller several times, both hands on top. You just can't appreciate how good this feels until you're doing it. Pushing and pulling the roller. All right, come on back. Moving the roller to the other side, simply palms up. Come on, roller. Coming up and over and stretch. Remember to stay big, elongate. Take up as much space as you can. Reach out, reach up, and be as big as you can make yourself. We're again bending sideways. Remain lifted. Now, when you rotate, you can move the roller, a slight adjustment. Push the roller, pull, push, pull. The moment that you're pushing with some determination, ooh, you can feel a great stretch. One arm, one side of your body. Last one, push away and return, and then leave the roller where it is. Lace your fingers behind your back. I'm doing everything I can to lean forward with straight arms, heavy head, and get all the stretching that is available. Stretch across the chest, across the shoulders, stretch the arms down, and lift your spine long. Release your fingers, arms up, inhale. Lean again, flat back. Avoid face planting into the floor. Inhale and come backward, and then release. Simply repeat. Use the length of the foam roller, which I used to know how many inches that was. I think it's 36 inches. That's trivial. Inhale, arms up. Woo! Stay alert, aware. Oof! Lean forward. Not with your head, not with your chin. Pull your chin back. Inhale. Come backward, arrive, lower your arm and repeat. Inhale, reach up. The challenge here is to keep from falling. Your challenge is to keep from bending. Avoid letting your arms or your head suddenly droop forward like a dying rosebud. Lengthen and be tall and long like a new freshly cut rosebud. Inhale and come on back. Oof. Oh, that feels so good. All right, I'm going to keep the roller here as I bring my feet to the end. Plant your roller on top of your ankles. Now you're going to have a bit of a challenge, more so than I, because my foam roller isn't rolling. But make sure that your foam roller is at your ankles and that your feet are open about shoulders width. Hold on as we round halfway back and return all the way up. Now this is just a spine and abdominal warm-up. You're hoping that your abs and your back are cooperating, moving together. As you pull your abdominals in, oof, it's sending the rib cage backward. Get ready, we're going all the way back. As you exhale, stretch your arms and feel your rib cage lifting so that you can appreciate when your rib cage is closing. This is inhale. Arms lifting, ribs closing. Exhale. One more without the roller in your hands, which is a hint, hint. And exhale, rolling back. Inhale. Simply grab the roller by its ends. Continue smooth and fluid without any disruption in your flow. Inhale, rolling up. Yeah, next time we will definitively raise the arms up toward the ceiling. This time we will definitively raise arms to ceiling. Reach up, whoosh. Arrive as tall as you can present yourself. Come on back. This time I'm coming all the way up to seated and leaving my feet planted. Inhale. As you round slowly, only halfway, stop, rotate toward me, turn sideways. Center, up, 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 inhale. Rotate backward, face the back. Inhale, center, up, 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 up. Once more, scoop, roll, rounded, rotate. Lots of words. Return, center, up, inhale. Here we are, backward, rolling, rotate, turn, away. Inhale, center, upright. Go backwards, completely backwards, slowly, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae. We're rolling all the way up. Sit up straight. This time, come halfway back, pause, long arms, steady roller, lift one leg. Then lift the other leg. Then place your roller again on top. Continue backward. Soften your landing. Breathe in. Roll up slowly and smoothly. I know how to make this more difficult. This side is more curved. Rounding backward, no crashing. Breathe in. Arms up. One more. As you exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Yahoo. Last one. Roll it up. Now I'm going to get my legs on top of the roller, so the roller's behind my legs. Close your feet and come to ribs only for the hundreds. Hold on to your roller as best you can. Remember, the accent of the arms is punctuate down, down, down. Heads stay lifted. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm straightening one leg. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten other leg. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep them closed and assembled. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heads up high. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel it. Abs, abs, abs. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're probably going to crash your roller on the leg. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Put the roller down and simply hug your knees back to your chest. Whew. For most of you, I'm sure the roller is not in your way. We're doing tabletop with the roller. Leave it there on the floor. Tabletop, heel tap, one leg at a time. I want to introduce this exercise in case you've not done this before. We're doing single leg heel tap. I am not crashing my leg on the floor, and I am not stretching my knee out. Two legs together at the same time, both knees still bent, both heels soft landing. One more. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the roller underneath your pelvis, lifting your hips and getting that roller just behind your pelvis. Find a spot that's going to be optimal for you. In slow motion, one leg, down with a soft heel tap. You'll discover the floor seems so much farther away. Well, it is. When your hips are elevated, the floor seems farther away. We're going to repeat this. So this is my leg number 1, heel tap, and wait for it, leg number 2. I think you're ready. Close the legs, or at least connect the inner arches or heels. On your exhale is the lift. Some of you are able to continue without stopping and include arms. Arms straight backward, straight beyond your head. Now my heels are touching the floor still every time. My heels are touching the floor every time. Exhale. 2 more times. This is inhale, touch. Exhale. And just 1 more. Try to maximize your efforts here and get everything you can from that exercise. I could leave the roller here and the exercise is roll over. As I roll over, woo, I am regretting what I had for lunch. Oh my gosh. All right, long straight legs, heavy as they are. Your thighs or your knees are pretty close to your face. Your toes might touch the floor if it weren't for your lunch. Slowly rolling down. Oh gosh. My legs can still scoop away. Inhale, roll over. If you find that the foam roller has just become tedious and cumbersome, you can push it out of the way. Simply get it out of the way where your hips can land on the floor. Slowly begin rolling down 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae, and then just 1 more. As you exhale, woo! Long legs. You can open your feet. Be sure the legs remain straight and long, heavy and slow roll down, rolling slowly. Grab your calves, hold your calves, no foam roller, no roller. Rock and roll a few times. When you arrive at the top, arrive seated. Now, grab your roller, place it so that it's just behind your knees. I'm literally sort of bracing my legs against the roller. Or better said, my roller is braced against my legs. Inhale, roll back, exhale, and balance. So every time I continue, inhale, roll back. I'm changing the position of my arms so they're not quite so wide. Inhale. I can do this with legs open and inhale. Yeah. All right, 1 more. Inhale. Woo. I'm going to leave the roller on the floor and alternate legs. We're going into the abdominal series now. We can do that without the roller. Here's alternating single leg. Arrive on your ribs. Avoid releasing your head down. Continue. Your breath pattern could be exhale, 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 or inhale, exhale, inhale. Now you decide which pattern works best for you. Both of them are right. Then, hands behind your head. Twist, rotate. Remembering to keep your elbows wide. Reach. So avoid leading. Don't lead with your elbow. And you don't need to hit that knee. Don't hit it. I'm breathing. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Head down and rest. Hug the knees back to your chest. The next exercise is with straight legs, but let's use the roller. Bring the roller back underneath your pelvis. I missed. And double straight legs. Begin with double straight legs. You'll notice at some point for most people, when the legs go too low, your back will begin to buckle. Don't go that low. Keep abdominals tight or taut, pulled flat, so that when your legs go farther and farther, they are essentially heavier and heavier, requiring more attention. Pay attention to the rib bones and your spine bones and your pelvic bones, and let your thigh bones move in the socket. So this is my thigh bone moving in the socket, moving downward. I'm using abdominal muscles to lift my thigh bones up. We'll do just a couple more times. Inhale, reach long. exhale. Now I'm pointing my feet, so I want to look like I'm a diver, right? An Olympic diver on the high dive. When they enter the water, last thing you see are their feet. Reach. Today's exercise will begin straight down, and think of you outlining a letter V. Come up at a slight diagonal. I'm heavy on my right hip. I'm going to reach down to the center, I'm in the middle, and come up the diagonal. I'm heavier on my left hip. Down to center and up to the diagonal. It's a really tall letter V, capital V. Raising your legs. Now, generate that energy from your gut at your obliques. This is sometimes called the horseshoe or U shape, and I'm calling it V because, my name is Vivian. So I'm thinking of it as a letter V, but if you want to curve that bottom into a horseshoe, well, you just go right on ahead. This is inhale down on that bottom, and on the exhale, yeah, that's enough. So we're going to remove your roller out of the way, and rolling like a ball, coming to seated, just come on up. Straighten out those legs and point your feet, flex and point your feet a few times, and then long legs, arms overhead, arms wide, arms front. There's your snap, and we'll lower the legs down. Bring the roller behind you, and just have a seat on top. Oh, not very balanced, there we go. Have a seat on top. We want the legs to be long, and we want your butt bones to be on top. Make sure you're seated as tall as you can be. Get ready. Inhale. Turn completely sideways. Think of it as being broadways down the mat. Inhale, center. Other side. Remain tall and lifted. Inhale, center. Once more. Rotate. Inhale. Don't forget to exhale. I'm going to rotate and reach beyond my foot. This is 3, 2, 1. Center and reach for it. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and once again. And here will be the last one. And as I come to center, I'll rest. Place your feet so that they're flat and come off of your roller. As long as your wrist is healthy and you've never had a broken wrist and you don't suffer from carpal tunnel, use the roller, hands on top. If you have those issues, you should just push the roller out of the way, put your hands on the floor. All right, knees bent, tabletop, inhale. As you exhale, levitate, rise, and keep lifting, lifting, lifting with tons of power at the buttocks, driving your hips up. Inhale. And as you exhale, coming down with a soft landing. Yeah? Come forward and stretch. It's likely that you are using the shoulder blade muscles here, so stretch your shoulder blades apart. Repeat the exercise with a little bit of leg choreography coming up. I'll tell you when. Inhale. Exhale, press, arrive at the top of your flat table. One leg, you can just stretch it out. Knee bend, stretch it out. Knee bend, stretch it out. Bend. Here's 4 and 5. Last one, 6. Now stop there for a second. Switching legs. Take your time. Straighten, tap. Straighten, tap. It's a bent knee that taps. Here's 4, 5. Finish 6. Once your feet are flat, restore the lift of your rear end. Come down super slow. I'm giving my elbows a little bend. Ha! Now you can come forward and stretch. Whew. Next exercise. The category is face down. So let's place our roller in front. This is one of my favorite foam roller exercises, although there's several that I really, really like. This is one of my favorites. Place your forearms on top of your roller. placing your forearms on top of your roller so that you can push forward and pull backward. Throughout the motion, like don't stop, there is breathing and awareness. Exhale, pull back, lift. Inhale, push forward, head down. Exhale, pull, palms up. Inhale, thumbs down. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, shrug your shoulders. One more, exhale, pull, arrive, and a tiny little pulse. I'm pulling, I'm lifting, I'm breathing, and my shoulders are down. How about 3 more? 2, last one, and all the way down. Oh, I love that. Sit back in child's pose, and you can bring the roller back with you. As you sit in your child's pose, you can place your hands or your forearms on the roller. Make an attempt to push the roller farther and farther away, which is essentially stretching your arms and opening your armpits. You can just repeat that a couple of times. It's subtle as you nuance the stretch at your armpits. Press and press. All right, come on back. Let's do a balance exercise. So today, the foam roller will be directly underneath my forearms. My legs are closed. You should close your legs and then straighten. The leg is straight behind you, not too high. Keep your ankle flexed so you reach out of your heel. Now my opposite arm is forward. This exercise could be like already it's challenging enough, or don't fall. You can roll your roller back and forth, and you can lift the bottom foot off the floor. Check. Straight arm, straight leg, flat abdominals, don't hold your breath, and bottom foot off the floor. Oh my. Pause and reach backward. Grab your foot. When you lift your leg, also lift your chest. Double check, your roller should be under your chest, not out there in front of your mat. Come on down. Reorganize so that you're on the 2 legs closed, forearms, and then leg number 2. That leg is straight with a flexed ankle. Pull your abdominals up, belly up. My arm is reaching forward. There is a synergy, as you know, opposite pull. My arms are reaching forward. My leg is reaching backward. My bottom foot is off the floor. Could I add moving the roller back and forth? Yikes. Check your leg. That's enough. Reach backward and grab your foot. Raising your leg and your chest. Arrive. Woo! Now, you can sit back in your child's pose and, open the knees as much as you want. Placing your hands on the roller. Push, pull, as much as you feel is necessary. All right. Now I'm going to place the foam roller straight down the middle of the mat. Another one of my favorite exercises with the roller. When you place your roller down the middle of the mat, make sure that it's nice and steady. Come to sitting at the absolute end of the roller, and then make sure that you are at the absolute end of the roller. Take a look at your feet. Align your feet not too close to your rear end, and yet not too far. Inhale. Scoop your abdominals in. You are going to blindly roll back. Arrive on your roller. My arms will continue in what is described as a giant circle. So as my arms come straight up, they are narrow like railroad tracks. Then opening wide, and my palms are sweeping across the floor. Continue as you repeat. The breathing might be exhale as your arms arrive. This is a big inhale, up and over. Exhale. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. One more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. Just put the elbows on the floor. And this is elbows on the floor if you have a pretty good sense of balance. Now, if you need extra help, well, put your hands down on the floor. Bring your feet a little bit closer to you now and keep a little bit of space between your feet. Not closed, but certainly not open. Start with a simple knee lift. My knee remains bent. I am not kicking. It is just knee lift. Imagining that you're marching, maybe, while lying on your back. The beauty of this simple movement is that we should be focusing on the foot that's on the floor. Not so much the leg in the air. Yeah, just lift it. But feel how you have to balance, and you have to balance using your bottom foot. I'm going to continue the marching and no hands. Wow, no hands. I'm going to attempt to add my giant circling arms with the single knee lift. And I'm thinking, well, where does what happen? Foot down, arms overhead. Sweep low, knee lift. Foot down, arms overhead. Sweep low, knee lift. Foot down, arms overhead. Knee lift, sweep in. This should be inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale on the lift. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale. I may have forgotten to tell you to alternate. We are alternating, which is how it gets marching as a name. Please don't forget to alternate your knee lift as in marching in place. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. And rest. Plant your feet nice and wide. My feet are placed wide, and my knees are kinda falling inward, kinda falling in. The pattern of my arms this time begins one arm going backward and one arm going forward. Now, we're going to switch places twice. 1, 2. Both arms, invisible, are sweeping across the floor and arrive. Now doing 2 scissors here, I see my arms, and now I don't see my arms. Here's arms up, arms low, beyond my periphery. This is arms up, and sweep low. Now, I have often used the description scissor, scissor, and then horizontal across the floor, polar opposites. Here's swish, swish, and polar opposite arms. Swish, swish. My right arm comes down to hips. Swish, swish. My right arm comes up to my head. Okay, that's enough. So here's what we're going to do with the legs. Bring your feet in a little narrower and keep your elbows on the floor for safety. Elbows are on the floor. Straighten one leg. Is it straight? Bend your knee, crossing your ankle on your thigh. Straighten your leg to ceiling, and then put your foot down. This is the other leg. Now, straight. Oh, feels good. Cross over, and then straight, and foot down. Now I'm going to continue because most of you have done this before, and if you've never done this before, stay in slow motion. As I continue, my elbows are off the floor. My elbows are off the floor. I can adjust my glasses and scratch the sides of my nose. And as I continue, I'll continue my legs. My arms are reaching all the way up toward the ceiling. This will require a considerable amount of balancing, a considerable amount of awareness, and pay attention. Up and down. This is lift and cross, lift and down. I'm lift and cross, lift and down. We go up and cross, up, and last time. All right, and down. Simply fall off of your roller, push it aside. You want to be able to hug your knees back to your chest. We've got bridging to do yet. Bridging is next. Now before we stand on the roller, bring the roller vertically or standing and place it between, literally, between knee and all the way to your feet at the arch. So basically it's parallel, running alongside, parallel your shins, knee to arches. Keep a, oh my, easier said than done, come on. Keep a steady squeeze at the top where your knees are and at the bottom where your arches are. Ready? Inhale, bridging. As you exhale, push through your feet, lifting. Oh God. And the reason this is more challenging, or at least it is to me, is that my legs are having to be so narrow, my foam roller is skinnier than yours. All right, enough excuses. Pump it up. Press. Yikes. Press. A little higher. Press. Press. You're lifting your hips, still squeezing your roller. Don't let it fall on your, well, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Squeeze, melt slowly, slowly melted down and landed. I'm going to continue to squeeze this roller with my feet a little closer to my rear end. Squeezing the roller and your foot will lift off the floor. Bridge first. Bridging. Straighten one leg at the knee. Straighten. Same leg, toe tap. Straighten, toe tap, straighten, toe tap, straighten. 4, straight, 5, straight. This is the last one here, and then feet flat. Try to plant your foot down firmly, keep your hips up, Vivian, and straighten the other leg. Here is knee bend, toe tap, straighten, toe tap, straighten. Try to keep your roller still. What is all this movement about? Here's my last one. Once my feet are planted, I want to lift higher. There's the energy. Come down slowly. Vertebrae, 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 vertebrae. We're supposed to stand on the foam roller, so let's get it underneath our feet. Placing the foam roller underneath your feet. Once your feet are on the roller, inhale, be ready. Exhale. Arrive at the top at a high bridge with all of your butt muscles gladly coming to work. Roller, pushing and pulling. You are pushing and pulling. Your roller is moving. Your roller is moving much more than mine. You should use your hamstring to pull your roller. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Pause with extra power at your rocket boosters and come down slowly. 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae. Today on the roller, I want to connect the feet so that the connection is at your heels. I'm in the letter V with my feet, which also results in V open thighs. Inhale. On exhale, press through the best part of your feet there near the arch and the outside rim. And then again, push, pull, the roller, push, pull. Keep your knees open in that V. Keep the feet turned out. It's like ballet first position. My heels are touching. I'll just do 4 more. Oh my God, 3 more. Tighten the buttocks. 2, don't waste your time. Melt, melt. 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae, 1 vertebrae at a time. This next position comes from this frog leg-like shape of the legs. When you lift one leg, it stays in that frog leg, one leg, bent at about a 90-degree bend at the knee. Now we're just going to do the same leg, lift and lift and lift, and it is turned out. And the best analogy is, have you ever played hacky sack? You know that little sandbag that you're bouncing on the inside of your arch, which means your knee is open? It's kind of like that leg. All right, bridging. I'm on both legs, and I have arrived, and my legs are turned out. Letter V, thigh, V, feet. I can use my arms to brace myself as I lift my leg as if I were going to bounce a hacky sack right off my arch. Now, I'll continue. This is lift number 3, down. This is lift number 4, down. This is lift number 5, and of course this will be the last lift, number 6. I have to be very finessed as I get to the other leg, renew the energy of the buttock. I gotta hold onto the floor a tiny bit. The knee remains bent. It's about a 90-degree bend. The inner arch of my foot would be bouncing a hacky sack up toward the ceiling if I were standing. I understand the angle is not correct. All right, one more. No hands. Once I put my feet down, restore the V, restore the inner buttocks here. Yes, melting slowly, slowly, slowly. Vertebrae, 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 vertebrae. Whew. That's enough. Bring the roller so that it is underneath your pelvis again. Wedge it. Straighten the legs and flex your ankles. Bring your legs back toward your face. Hold on to the backs of your legs, and you can pretend you're a high dive, I guess they're called diver. High platform diver, as they're called. That's it. High platform diver. Oof. They're pretty flexible this way, aren't they? Oh. Scissors is coming up next, you know. Let that other leg go far, far, far away. Don't stop breathing. Switch leg one time, stay cautious. And remember to keep your leg in their respective lanes. Stay in your lane. Switch, catch, pull. Switch, catch, pull. Woo! Pull. You're going for that stretch there, so try not to let your knees bend. Here we go. And I'm exhaling. And one more. Each leg. Last leg. All right. Move the roller out of the way. Get it out of the way. You can rock and roll. I'm doing roll up or teaser. Rolling up. Ooh, with straightening legs. Rolling up. Ooh, I'm a mess. One more. Ha! Arms overhead, arms open wide, arms in front, and lower your legs down. Ooh, I'm just having too much fun. All right, it's time to finish. Look what time it is. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Sorry about that earlier faux pas. I just learned a lesson. Facebook is listening all the time. I had a little pre-show music playing and Facebook shut me down. All right. So thanks for coming. Michael, welcome back. Oh, there you are. Yay, snaps are back. Yes, yay, snaps. All right, so thank you very much for your attendance. And when will we do this again? Well, you could come to class. We'll communicate via text. Tomorrow is Friday. No special changes. So, yeah, next week, Monday. 4:30, short and snappy.